my. Happy. Oh, my God. July 3rd. What an awesome guest I have tonight. Gil Anthony, the host of Blues Power and all sorts of mega radio for a long time, my friend. Thank you for coming on the Hoog Magoo, Gil. Thank you, buddy.
Hey, no problem, Tom. I'm not used to being at the other end. I'm used to asking the questions, not answering them. The only time I answer them is if I'm working on a little musical project or something. But yes. I'm glad to be at the end.
Thank you for helping me. You know, in our paths crossed, you know, through Sandy Carroll and all the great ladies from Blind Raccoon, Lawrence Lebo and all those ladies. And then I caught you on. You are a veteran of radio for 50 years. I've done everything from sports talk, your talk. I mean, we'll get into that. But then you now have adopted something, a live Facebook show. And that's how I saw you, Gil. I mean, you're not only doing your FM show, you're rocking on the air, but you also turn and you got a Facebook Live. How did that come to be
That's right. Yeah. You know, first of all, I've been doing Blues Power itself in one form or another for 25 years now. Gotcha. I'm going on, I think, about my 25th year. But what happened was Charlie Boyer from Jazz Blues Florida, an online music magazine. What happened one night, I went down to the Dothan radio station to do my Monday night show. And a lot of my listeners know that usually on Facebook, I'll put, hey, I'm coming on 6 to 11 tonight. I'll be featuring, new music Monday, Flamingo, No Pants Monday, whatever it might be. Right. And I said, I'm sorry, that particular day I walked in and the guy said, well, the server we used, they went out of business over the weekend, so you can't stream. So I added to my little promo, I'm sorry, I can't stream tonight. Well, Charlie calls me up and said, hey, just take your cell phone, put it on Go Live, Facebook, and put it by a monitor, and you're off and running. Exactly. So in January, that's going to be 3 years, and people won't let me stop because I tell you what, it's a great device for people, the average listener, to get to know a lot of the artists, because if you've looked at who watches on Facebook Live, everyone from Sugar Ray Rayford to Lawrence Lebo to Sandy Carroll's a regular. She's addicted to it. Anthony Gerasi, the list goes on and on. Any given night in that 2-hour segment, I'll have in excess of 24 different artists checking in, and the people can relate to them, because then if Kenny Neal's checking in, he checks in from everywhere, I'll play a Kenny Neal song. Well, then the listeners can associate, hey, there's Kenny Neal, that's his music, I love it, so it's beneficial at both ends.
And it brings to me this medium that we have, a social networking and everything in the live, as a friend thing. Because my music to me is all about, I love The Who, and they are like karma on stage in a way. They have fun while they're playing. I love bands like that. Right. And I love what I watch you doing and watching your career. And here I'm trying to do something, and I should be doing that Facebook Live more, So I just give you so much credit, sir. And you're wearing green, the No Pants Night, and I don't want to click good for that one. I don't know what you know what I mean. It's kind of funny when I hear all that stuff, but or see that on there. But I'm so impressed that you're adapting, should I say, to the technology, and that's what you do.
Hey, we enjoy it, we really do, and it's another source. A lot of people abuse the social media, abuse Facebook and that, and it's another source. And I always say, I can poke fun at myself. People love to poke fun. And I said, if I can put a smile on your face, my mission is accomplished. And that's what I try and do during Facebook Live. And I also try and deliver the music. I've been delivering the music. Blues is a passion to me. Like I say, I've been doing Blues Power going on 25 years this year. And it's just a passion. I've gotten to the point in my life where I said, to heck with it. I've never made any money in radio. I'm not going to make any more now. So why not do something I love? And that's all. Basically, I don't do any other radio, just my Blues Power. I sort of retired from radio probably about 5-6 years ago from full-time programming.
Gotcha.
So this is what I do, Blues Power. I also, because I'm a lover of music like you are, but I also do a weekly rockabilly program on WDIG. On WDIGradio.com. And I do that Thursday mornings at 9:00 Central. And I've been doing that for about 2 years. I do it because I love it. But I'll tell you what, Tom, one of the negative parts about it?
Yeah.
The song length if you get a song in rockabilly that's 2 minutes and 20 seconds, that's a long song. Most of them are right around 2 minutes. So in the 50-some minutes I have to play music, I'll usually play about 21 songs. You don't have time to do anything but concentrate on your show.
Yeah,
but it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it.
And sir, tell us, the blues, because Betsy Brown has introduced me to all their catalog now. She's opened up the artist. I'm able to interview unbelievable Tony Canapelli, Tony C. I got to interview today. The blues is a community. I guess that's what I'm.
Oh, it is.
I've been introduced.
It's a family.
Yeah, from the outside, I come from the classic rock, and then I put this together, and I have great music, and now I hear this going, wow. This is the best. I mean, Brandon Sanatini right now, I've been jamming his stuff, and Albert is like this. I used to always think blues was a different, from afar, should I get at.
Right.
They always say the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, or the Rolling Stones are, that's what it is, because we're rocking here, baby.
Yeah.
This is Tony,
but the Rolling Stones, the Rolling Stones started out as a blues band. They were the Rolling Stones blues band, and that's what they did. And you talk about all these. You talk about a community. I consider it a family. It's a blues family. It really is. And when we go up to Memphis, whether it's for the BMAs or the IBCs, I said it's like a family reunion. And the big difference is, Tom, we all like each other. That's the difference between that and a regular family reunions. You go, oh my gosh, I better go so they don't talk about me, or whatever it might be. Not everybody gets along, but when we go to Memphis and we stay at the Sheraton for the BMAs, more happens in the lobby. You hear more stories. Everybody hangs out in the lobby. There's more action in the lobby than there is on Beale Street on Tuesday night, especially Tuesday and Wednesday when people checking in, because we're all seeing each other. I remember a couple of years ago, I was going down the elevator, and it was on a Tuesday or Wednesday night, whatever it was, and somebody, a gentleman was on the elevator with me. He said, "What's going on down here?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "I've never seen so much hugging and smiling and laughing." I said, I explained to him, we were here for the BMAs and we're all blues people and this is our family. He said, "Man, I have never seen anybody, all these people in the lobby are just happy and hugging on each other." So it is. It's a family reunion. You just got done playing Sandy Carroll. Sandy and Jim live about an hour and a half out of Memphis, and they come in on a Thursday, and we always have a blast. Sandy is what I call the instigator. Very talented, but she instigates. We're not good for each other. We get each other into trouble, and Jim sort of watches, But she's a lovely lady, talented lady. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, I love her songs and her dearly, because she's a big supporter of my show. I play her all the time. And actually, I feel bad when I have so many songs, I'll forget that. And I have to get one in there for Sandy, because getting back to you guys in the blues, you are all a team. There's no competition. That's what I do not feel. And everything in life, you can kind of sense a karma, how things go.
No,
and it's
you're right. There,
cheerleading. That's what I see.
You come to Memphis, or you go to any blues shows. If I was playing, I'm not afraid to ask you to come up on stage and join me. It's not a competitive thing, It's a brother thing. It's a family thing. And I don't know if that goes on. I don't think that goes on in any genre of music. We always talk about it. I think there's too much competition in other genres of music. They're afraid you're going to be better than they are,
Oh, exactly.
So that doesn't happen in blues.
No, not at all. And that's really cool stuff. Tell me a little bit again about your history, where you came. I'm just blessed for you to come on my show and to have such a legend, should I say. Tell us how you got your start a little bit for me, and then I'm going to play "Soak Me in the Spirit" right after a little bit of background for me.
Well, really, it started out, I really love sports and music. Like I said, I bought my first 45 when I was 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah.
And I started buying records, and I love sports. I went into the Air Force during the Vietnam era, and I remember when I'd be working, I'd be reading the sports page, practicing reading out loud to be in sports, because I love sports. I always wanted to do play-by-play. Yeah. I did that. When I got out, I went to college for a little while. Then I got my first radio job in North Dakota. Well, I spent one winter there, and we came back to California, and that was enough, And I roamed up and down the coast. I worked up in Eureka, California. Santa Barbara, California was sort of the home base. I worked in Lompoc and Santa Maria. Then I moved out here to Alabama in 1980, and right now I'm the only one left. Well, I got one son that just moved back here from San Diego, but two other sons. One lives in Jacksonville, Florida, and one lives over in Columbia, South Carolina. And I've programmed every kind of radio station possible, everything from urban to gospel to country. I worked country till the 80s, till the early 80s. I programmed a lot of oldie stations, classic rock stations, and I really started doing blues at a little station that I was programming that was a sort of an adult contemporary station. I started out doing a 1-hour program, and I also sent out a bunch of postcards because I love the blues. I sent postcards to radio stations seeing if they wanted to carry this show. And I used to make the copies of the show on cassette and send them out. I think I had stations in Texas, Louisiana, and Florida that I sent them to. There were probably 8 or 10 radio stations. And every week I'd make copies. I wasn't getting paid anything, but I've always been a promoter of the blues and wanting to expose people to the blues. I did that. And then I started doing in the late 90s, well, about 96 or so, I got a chance. I was at an oldie station, but I expanded my program to 5 hours. So it's been 5 hours since about 96, 97. Now I do it at 2 stations, two 5-hour programs. And believe it or not, through all those years, I have missed 2 programs because of my doing. One of them was open heart surgery. I missed 1 program because of open heart surgery in 2003. And then a couple years after that, my son graduated from college and he played basketball, and it was parents' senior night, and it was on a Monday night. So I forewent because my family has always been first. My boys have been first.
Sure.
I